bright and beautiful Sunday morning for us here in Vail. Blue skies, the sun is out. It's almost 40 degrees already. What more could you ask for? This is Vail Valley Live. We've got weather, we've got headlines, we've got traffic, we've got everything you need to know to enjoy this beautiful Sunday morning, March 27th. The show starts now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz. You just witnessed Cameron over in Vail showcasing you. Well, things are looking for the start of the morning. Blue skies overhead, and how's the weather going to be shaping up? Let's touch base on that right now. It's brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings pay attention to the windows when you're doing a little shopping over there. Upwards of 70% off can be found over there. Spending the day in the sun and clouds today. High temperatures will be making their way into the mid to upper 50s over at Vail today. And again, you're going to enjoy the warmer temperatures, or shall we say the hotter temperatures, especially if you choose the jacket that could kind of trap that heat to your body. You definitely want something that gives you a little bit more breathability while you're out there enjoying the slopes today. Lifts open at 8:30 at Vail, 9 o'clock Beaver Creek. Overnight low temperatures will be in the mid-30s, partly cloudy skies throughout the day. How long will this last, this weather and temperature trend? Let's take a look. Tomorrow being Monday, almost reaching the 60s once again. The mid to upper 30s overnight low temperatures, you're finding it right there. And then we're increasing our chances for precipitation by the time Tuesday, Wednesday gets here, and that's really good news. I mean, we're looking at the days that are remaining in the month of March, the days that are remaining for us to hit the slopes at Beaver Creek and at Vail, and we're going to be covering some of those topics with you while you're with us every morning at 7:30 a.m. And thank you for finding us on Outside Television, Channel 17 as well, beginning as early as 7:30 in the morning. If you're making your way to Vail this morning, the crawl at the bottom of the screen that you just witnessed, those are some of the groomed trails found over at Vail, and we're going to be touching base on some of those with you too, just looking for those bragging rights. But here's what else that's happening on Vail Valley Live. We have Sarah over in Beaver Creek this morning sharing with us reports. Again, Cameron's over at Vail. Trisha will be chatting up Skaya Fashion. We'll be giving you a look at altitude control technology, and as Cameron alluded to, weather, headlines, events, so much more. All of the need to know. Let's go to Beaver Creek right now and say good morning to Sarah. And Sarah, I love Beaver Creek in the morning, getting there like this because they open at 9 o'clock. Just watching this whole development, checking out the corduroy before the sun rolls over, watching the staff put all that magic behind you there together. It's really kind of a worth it thing to get out early this morning and just watch behind the scenes happen at Beaver Creek. How are things looking from your perspective?
That's right. Good morning, Ty. I'm right here at the base of Centennial, Chair 6. We just saw some staff take up the service ride behind me. They're just getting the lift ready for the day, and it's going to be a beautiful morning. As you said, the sun is just coming up over the ridge behind me. Some folks grabbing a hot cup of coffee at Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and the groomers look absolutely gorgeous today. We're going to get a close-up look at the corduroy here in a second.
You know, a lot of guests are talking, even some locals, that maybe they're not making it to the slopes every day, but those that are wondering, how's the snow holding up? What do you mean Beaver Creek closes on the 13th and Vail closes on the 1st of May? What does it really look like out there, and what kind of feedback are you receiving?
Conditions are still really, really nice. I was up there Friday afternoon. I ripped some Rose Bowl laps, and it was just such a beautiful bluebird afternoon. The sun had softened up the snow. It is still nice spring conditions up there. I'm going to take a couple laps after we wrap up the show today, too. So obviously dressed in layers. I'm going to be probably skiing without a jacket. Friday, I just had on this base layer and my bib, so it was toasty up there. Make sure you get the sunscreen and the sunglasses as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people have been enjoying the decks, just checking out social media. People are doing charcuterie skis and taking pictures out there, just having a balling time pretty much out there on those decks, those locations, taking in the sun, the blue skies, taking advantage of the season. I mean, we're now 7 days in on the other side of spring. We're on the spring part of winter on the slopes, and people are loving it. And so, yeah, thank you for that report. I might have to get out there myself. That is Sarah over in Beaver Creek, and we'll be back with more Vail Valley Live. I'll be sharing with you what made headlines. We'll check in with Cameron also. We'll be back.
It's 5 a.m. and
I feel like I can do anything.
We've got apples and cabbage,
7,000 dahlias,
vegetables, and
brisket for dinner.
This is a happy place.
We've been coming here since 1868.
My grandmother used to say,
don't call me, don't bother me, I'm going out to mow.
There's a lot of cushy desk jobs out there, but
I make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz. Special thanks to the morning fueled by Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. You can find a location in Beaver Creek as well as in Minturn as far as getting your day started fueled up with a nice tea, maybe some pastry, a nice coffee, and of course taking advantage of the Wi-Fi and a nice comfortable start to the day. Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Roastery in Minturn. You could also watch behind the scenes through their window. And in Beaver Creek, make your way towards there, be in the background of the show with Sarah, and kind of maybe pick up some merch for some family and friends to share. Here's what made headlines in today's newspaper, the Vail Daily. Totally tubular. Rewind plays Golden Peak Saturday for Vail's ultimate 80s weekend, and there was definitely a suggestion to be sure to wear your neon. You can catch more of these concerts and shows over at Golden Peak with Vail Opry, another weekend of music being filled over there this upcoming weekend, and that is April Fool's Day Friday and Saturday. Don't miss out. Also, lynx coexist for now. A population of lynx has made a home on Vail Pass areas, less frequented by humans, but as more outdoor enthusiasts use the area, that will change, and that topic is found on page A3. Looking at page A2, local and regional, the power of fresh air, what research reveals about the mental and physical health benefits of being outdoors. And here's what you'll find: some nature provides the escape our brain oh so desperately needs to function as it at its highest capacity. And these views are fantastic as we look at these pictures and captions here. And I would love to figure out how to find that view in that lower photo down there. As a culmination of evolution, humans have sought experiences in nature to increase our overall well-being and physical health. I find that to be a healthy topic as well to check out. The 7th Wild and Scenic Film Festival returns April 7th. The Eagle River Watershed fundraiser includes door prizes, virtual silent auction, and this landscape workshop happens on the 13th of April. It's absolutely free. It's from 8:30 until 4 p.m., and it's happening at the Donovan Pavilion. And again, that is April 13th. And that sounds like a really fun feature to check out. And let's see here. In our 5th topic, in the arts and entertainment section of today's newspaper, meet your chef, Alberto Soto of Slope Room. This is over at Vail, serving up breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the Gravity House in Vail. And here in this photo, looks like a delicious preparation here too. Albert Soto, executive chef, has many inspirational figures in his life who helped develop him into the chef that he is today. And you can find this compelling story in the arts and entertainment section of the newspaper. And Evanescence, am I pronouncing that right? Eminence. I'm getting that mixed up with the other band, Evanescence. You can see how one could do that early in the morning. Ensemble plays Shakedown Bar. This Colorado-based jam band will perform live on Friday, April 9th. And you can learn more about their music and experience their high-energy show by checking out their performance on that day. And those are some of the topics that made headlines in today's newspaper. How are you all feeling this morning? We're going to go and find out how Cameron is doing this morning. And he's over in Vail, checking out the blue skies while it lasts, but a little bit of clouds overhead. Cameron, how are things looking with you?
Hey, Ty, good morning. I am over here. Some of our viewers may recognize one of the first things that greets you here in Vail as you hop out of the transportation center, and that, of course, is the Ski Trooper, really honoring the 10th Division soldiers who fought in World War II. But where I'm standing right now, covered bridge just over my right shoulder, and then right between the trees is Pepe's Face. It's a gorgeous morning here so far. People are out and moving. You mentioned a little bit about some music happening at Shakedown Bar, but there's also the Vail Opry series happening, and lots of music happening here today over at the International Bridge. So for our viewers who might be confused which bridge is which, the covered bridge is the covered bridge, obviously, but that's the one between the transportation center, if you're walking straight to the slope. The International Bridge is going to go over towards Solaris Plaza. So if you go down by Pazos, by the ice rink, and then take a left there, you'll see the stage. They've got music from 3 to 6 today. And today playing is Kenny Lee Young, giving some live music from 3 to 6. And then you see there on your screen now as well, the Teton Gravity Research film taking place at 6 p.m. on the Jumbotron. It's right there. So lots to enjoy today. Just kind of getting started here in Vail.
You know, it is Vail 80s weekend events that were happening Friday and Saturday, and it was encouraged to wear your neon, and I think even today is still a good day to wear neon, and all the way through the end of March and wrapping up the season. It's springtime, and it's time for those loud colors to come out, and not so much the puffy, heavier layers, but kind of like the louder colors, the crazy outfits time of colors in Point at Marsh season. How are you dressing out there?
So today, right now, I was feeling a little bit cold this morning. Like I said, it's nearly 40 degrees. It's not cold by any means, but I've got a base layer, a nice light jacket, my puffer coat on, getting ready to take that off in a little bit. But I've seen there's a little bit of steez happening out here on the street. So spring is alive and well. The costumes are out, the bright neon colors like you mentioned, Ty. Yesterday, the ultimate 80s weekend here in Vail, they had a costume contest over in Golden Peak, and some people were out there. I mean, bright colors. This guy had looked like a paint splatter jumpsuit. This one lady, she said that she brought her mother's jumpsuit from the 80s to participate in the 80s ultimate weekend. So lots of fun happening out here on the slopes throughout town. Like I said, the steez is alive and well.
I'm impressed with how costumes can hold up for decades and for generations, passed on to one family member to the other, and those costumes can be found out on the slopes this morning. We thank you very much, Cameron. But let's figure out your commute this morning and see how it's shaping up for Sunday to get you where you're going. And usually it's Sunday, as we remind everyone, we find the heaviest of traffic making its way back towards the Front Range and east. And as you can see on this drive this morning, you're going to have that sun glare to contend with for that commute this morning. A nice medium build-up for the start this hour, just before 8 o'clock, making its way on that commute. But dry roads, dry medians can be found, and as things warm up, you might find some melt in that roadways. Log on to cotrip.org. Check out the roads before you go. You're watching Vail Valley Live. We'll be right back with more.
Skiing is more dangerous than ever due to crowded slopes and people skiing faster than their abilities allow. Hi, this is Joseph Block, a ski injury attorney at Block & Chapleau. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and it injures you, you're entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has a responsibility to avoid skiers below.
If you've been injured, you need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. Call Block & Chapleau today at 970-926-1700. We've been doing this for over 30 years and have collected millions of dollars of compensation for injured skiers and snowboarders.
Block & Chapleau has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you. Your case is our priority.
If you've been injured in an automobile or ski collision, call us today at 970-926-1700 to speak to an attorney, or go to vailjustice.com.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
The Kit Kat you love, with a minty flavored dark chocolate delicious twist. Kit Kat Duos mint and dark chocolate. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I'm sure you're doing the same thing. You're taking a sip, You're looking out the window and you're thinking to yourself, I have to get after today. I've got to enjoy this weather. Bragging rights, especially when you're talking with friends and family in other places, letting them know how things are shaping up around here, what point in the season we're in, and how it feels and looks. The snow, it's holding up really well. And people are really excited about that, and some in disbelief, and there's only one way to find out, and that's just for you to book a trip and get here and experience it for yourself. Vail closes and ends for the season May 1st. Plenty of time for you to just reroute all that you're thinking. And as we look at today, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, high temperatures in areas of almost the 60s. And in fields, it's going to be a hot one. Those jackets are going to come off, and you're probably going to be looking for it at Lost and Found. And overnight low temperatures, a bit warmer, cooler, enjoyable, the mid-30s, and again, partly cloudy throughout the day. In fields, the lower 30s for tonight. Keeping a little bit of that dance of clouds and sun around for tomorrow, your Monday, almost reaching the 60s, but in fields, yeah, you're going to feel the perspiration in your layers while you're out there. You're going to enjoy that sun. I know that you are. You're also going to enjoy the Bloody Marys and the margaritas and the bragging rights at Opry that can be found, and increased chances Tuesday, Wednesday for showers and precipitation. We're excited about that. Wrapping up the month of March in just a few days, Sarah's over in Beaver Creek. Today's date, there's the 27th, the 31st is around the corner. And then Beaver Creek wraps up its season. We haven't heard of any rumors of changes. So the 13th of April, we're still on board with that, right?
So April 17th, closing day over here at Beaver Creek. And as you said, Ty, it should be a gorgeous day for some spring skiing. The corduroy looks absolutely perfect here at the base of Centennial. And speaking of Opry, Laughing Bones are going to be playing over at Broken Arrow. That's from 2 to 5 this afternoon at Arrowhead. And if you haven't skied from one village to the next, it's such an easy way over there. So I've got the skier bridge behind me, Strawberry Park, such a fun way to zip across the mountain and enjoy some Opry. They've got a great deck over there and some nice drink specials as well.
Spending time at Broken Arrow, it's kind of hard to leave. Once you get over there, it pulls you into that magical little world. The Blinky Burger, they garnish the heck out of those Bloody Marys over there, and it's Sunday Fun Day too. So with margaritas, mimosas, and music between 2 and 5, I'm on board with you on that one. I think I'll be heading over there too. But to get out of there, the lifts close at 3:30 if you're doing it that way. Otherwise, you'll be relying on the shuttle to bring you back to other base pods if you're there past 3:30.
That's right. And speaking of music, Ty, the Blues Brews Barbecue Festival will be back. That's Memorial Day weekend, the official kickoff to summer here at Beaver Creek. And some great bands lined up from Mark Broussard, Samantha Fish, Papa Chubby. So that's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 27th through 29th. So fun to have this signature event back at Beaver Creek.
You know, and we look at the schedule, and it's kind of exciting to bring everything back that we've missed out on a couple of summers in a row recently. But the summertime just seems like, as far as events and things that are happening, like the return of Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, seem like it's going to be busier than ever.
I agree. I think so many people are excited, whether you're a local, whether you're coming up from the Front Range for the weekend. I was talking to some friends from Texas who it's already 85 degrees in Austin this weekend. Wow. They're already thinking about it, the heat, and get up to the Colorado cooler air. So I think it's going to be a busy summer between all the fun events. Of course, GoPro announced their Mountains Music concert series. So much fun to be had, and that's just the first couple weeks of the summer that we're talking about.
And as far as those temperatures, Denver's going to be feeling like that today. We're looking at the mid to upper 70s, almost in the 80s in Denver today. And maybe that's your commute. Also picking up those similar temperatures. Thank you, Sarah, very much. Picking up the 80s west of us, Grand Junction, the mid to upper 70s just south of us. It's going to be a wild one. And feeling the temperatures of summer already? All right, that's fine. But how are you dressing for winter? And ladies, how about maybe learning a little bit about Skea? Trisha Swenson will be talking about that right now.
In front of Pepe's, and they've been selling Skea since day one. Joining me now, we have Diane Boyer, whose family started this women's ski clothing brand, but it's not just ski clothing, it's a lot more. But let's talk about this history. What a great relationship that you guys have had with Pepe and Shaika.
We have known Pepe and Shaika since we started in business in 1972. They came to our booth and bought from us the very first year. I was in 10th grade. Oh my God. And it's so wonderful, and they're wonderful people, and they are the heart and soul of Vail.
Definitely. And you know what? And that's what's so neat is that, you know, a local ski wear company and then a local ski shop. You can find it at a few other shops, of course, Christie Sports and then Base Mountain Sports in Beaver Creek. But to have that relationship for so long, and you know what's really neat is throughout the years and throughout the decades, you really knew how to design for the Skea woman.
Exactly. And you know, the Skea woman or girl or lady or whatever is somebody who just loves the mountains and loves skiing. Sure, she looks great sitting having a lovely glass of wine. She also looks great ripping forever or going up, I don't know, China Bowl and dropping off into something, because Skaya works, and that's what's so cool. A lot of locals wear Skaya.
Yeah.
And it's when a sunny, cold day like today comes out, the Skaya's out.
Yeah.
You know, it's out on the slopes, and everybody's hitting the slopes in their Skaya. I saw a picture a girl had posted, and she had on a jacket that Pepe's carries this year. It's black with the fuchsia stripe and fuchsia fur. And she's like, I'm rocking it. And I'm like, whoa. It makes me so happy when I see people like that, because they truly love the mountains.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what we say? If our health is the new wealth, which it is.
Yes.
Then we who live here in the mountains are the wealthiest people in the entire world.
We definitely are. And you know what? And you need things that are going to help you with, like, it was really cold this morning. It was about 9 degrees this morning. So something that's going to be warm and functional and fashionable is going to get you out there. Now, you work with a lot of different designers and even, you know, switch things up each year. What inspires you? Like, because I can't believe you guys have been doing this since 1972, and you have to come up with new designs each year.
It's funny. We were inspired by artists. We're inspired by travel. Sometimes, one time I took my daughter to base camp of Everest, and we were inspired by the Khumbu region and lots of rock carvings. And that was our print that year.
I remember that year.
Remember that?
Yes.
And then this year, our inspiration was from two artists. One who did an Aloha watercolor print, which is exclusive for us.
Yep.
And another one who did another art print. And it's so fun. You get the idea, and then you expand on it from there, and then find the other colors of the season that work with the print. So, like, your fuchsia jacket can work with my print. It can work with another print. Other, you know, a beautiful turquoise and orange. Anything goes.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun. And on the other side of our line, we do like a Tahitian pearl, dark taupe, and black and navy and white, and really conservative, very sophisticated colors, which are great depending on where you are. But I happen to be partial to the pretty colors.
I know, I do too. It makes me happy. I love looking at these colors and wearing them as well. This bubblegum pink is just awesome. It's just awesome. I love it. I love it. And the base layers to go with it as well. And you know, it's not just what to wear on the slopes. You also have some streetwear, whether it's, you know, the quarter length jacket and the hood, and you're just going from, you know, the parking structure to dinner. You're going to stay warm and you're going to look fabulous.
Exactly. It's so fun. And thanks, Trish. But, you know, we do have a piece this year which is a one-size-fits-all shawl / pullover with, in black and in taupe and in gray, and it looks great going out to dinner. You know, it's fun.
Awesome.
It's super fun. So it's nice to be happy when you're wearing Skaya.
Oh, I don't see how you can not be happy not wearing Skaya. Okay, perfect. So Diane, thanks so much. And once again, we're in front of Pepe's. They sell it at Christie Sports. They also sell it as Base Mountain Sports over in Beaver Creek, and then online, of course. But if you can come on in and shop in one of our local stores, we'd love that too.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. And of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
Take a piece of chocolate if you're the tallest. Take a piece of chocolate if you're better at eating your vegetables. Take a piece of chocolate if you love sharing.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Giving you another look at the weather for your Sunday fun day. And we were just talking about layers and what to wear out there, jackets and neon colors. No. Other topics are saying bikinis, Ty, on the slopes, maybe some jams. It's that point in the season. It's that kind of weather. I agree with you. I've seen it out there before. And I'll be looking for you on the slopes saying, high five, you're more brave than I am to come out here dressed like that. You ever do shorts on the slopes, Rachel?
Yeah.
You ever on a snowboard or a skier?
Snowboard.
Snowboard. You ever get like the snow slapping against your bare calves?
You just got to make sure you don't fall. Ty.
Don't fall?
No fall.
Get some raspberries out there. All right, and that's part of the fun too. Getting out there, falling down, getting back up, and Sunday fun day. It's going to be one of those in the sun and clouds. High temperatures almost reaching the 60s today. Overnight low temperatures in the 30s. Partly cloudy throughout the day. That's what they're calling for. As well as tomorrow, your Monday, holding similarly. So maybe that's just 2 days of bikinis and jams out on the slopes. As we look at our Tuesday, Wednesday, now we're talking about chances of precipitation increasing. Some weather models are calling for 100%. Some are saying upwards of 50, 57%. We're excited for that. Things are looking really great, especially as we're wrapping up the month of March. And then Friday, before you know it, April Fool's Day, the day of Fool's Day, Gaper Day. Oh, man. We'll share with you what that weather will be looking like as we get that forecast prepared for you these next few days. Stay close to Vail Valley Live on Outside Television 17, Facebook, and YouTube with us as we really get you prepared for whatever it brings, or even just to watch the show. Maybe that's why you're on vacation here, to watch this show. Let's go over to Cameron right now over at Vail. Cameron, bikinis and jams on the slopes. Looking at that blue sky back there, warm temperatures. They're saying it's that kind of the day today is going to be.
You know, Ty, it's definitely one where you can get away with a few fewer layers today. I don't know if I would go as far to say it's bikinis just yet. We'll save that for maybe 2 weeks from now. Maybe a closing weekend. Maybe wait for May. But it is gorgeous out here today. I mean, you can clearly say that I found the sunshine. It is right there. Beautiful blue skies. I'm here on Bridge and Gore. Just behind me is the Lancelot Restaurant. Over my left shoulder is the Axles. My right shoulder, actually. Apologies. My right shoulder is the actual Axles retail store as well. But just gorgeous. Starting to wake up here, feeling good, feeling very nice and springtime today for sure.
You got my attention when you pointed out Lancelot's. They've been there for a long time, known for their prime rib. They've got the views. We walk in those doors right behind you, go downstairs, and now you're creekside checking everything out. Then behind you have the little candy store over there. Get your bag of sweetest fish, whatever you enjoy. Do some retail shopping. Pepe's Gamshama right there nearby. And those blue skies overhead. Where do you find jams and a bikini on Bridge Street? That should be the scavenger hunt. And the question is, between now and May 1st, I'm sure people are going to be requiring that. But yeah, so is it feeling warm enough for you to, and for others who are already layered up like you, to shed those layers and rethink the plan for the day as far as layering up?
I think so, Ty. I think, we're just, 30 minutes away from the gondola opening here in Vail. It's definitely already warm enough that I could shed this puffy jacket. I would say, though, once you get out and into, especially if you're going to do any train runs today, I'd keep a nice, solid layer, so a kind of shell jacket and a buff for sure. But be sitting on the lift for a second, you might start to sweat a little bit today.
It sounds like a lot of fun to me, and especially on a Sunday out there to enjoy the weather for what it brings. And did you know Los Amigos at the top of Bridge Street, they need bartenders? What do you think of that? Do you know anybody looking for a job? I mean, we've been talking about this since the pandemic started. Anyone going back to work these days? Anyway, but yeah, there's plenty to enjoy on a Sunday fun day out there. How would you help someone plan their day as far as meeting, if they get separated from someone at Vail today?
Absolutely. There's lots of iconic spots here on the hill. So if you're up on the mountain itself, I would say the top of Chair 3, Chair 4, or Mid-Vail. Mid-Vail, definitely the top of Gondola 1 is a great place to meet up. But really, once you're back in the village, right here, actually, where I am, is a great spot, the Children's Fountain. But also, up and across, I'm pointing directly towards the mountain here. Over the water fountain over there is definitely a great spot to, have as your rendezvous point. You get separated from the group, make sure you find your way back there. Really easy to get back and forth. Ty, do you have any other recommendations for that?
Well, if you get separated from your group for some reason, maybe not necessarily on the slopes, it's probably for a good reason. Everyone spread out, discover something on your own, and when we all meet up later on in the evening, put our notes together, compare our notes, and discover and come up with a wow factor that someone found something that maybe someone else didn't think about. Thank you very much, Cameron. Speaking of thinking about things, how are you breathing at home these days, and what are you thinking to improve that at home? Well, we do have a topic for you. It's called altitude control technology.
A good night's sleep is important, but it's a little more difficult up at altitude in our beautiful Rocky Mountain towns. Here to tell us more about it, we have Gary Hansen, and he's with Altitude Control Technologies. You guys are actually based out of Edwards, Colorado, but we're at a beautiful home in Breckenridge learning about this technology. So let us know how we can get a better night's sleep with Altitude Control Technology.
Sure. First, I'll tell you what we do is called altitude simulation, which basically is adding oxygen to bedrooms to bring the altitude down so that you don't suffer from altitude sickness symptoms. We've been in business for over 20 years. We do work with Harvard Medical School, the Mayo Clinic, the United States Air Force Academy, the Navy,
Olympic centers around the world.
All around the world, professional athletic teams, and so we've been doing systems in the mountains for about 8 years or so, and we have hundreds of them.
Oh yeah, you know what? You think about Vail at what, 8,100 feet, Breckenridge 9,600. Some of these homes that are up on the mountains, up in Bachelor Gulch or Cordillera.
Sure.
I can imagine the word is getting out about this, and people are wanting to have this technology in their home. How do we do it in the home? Like what goes on?
So what we do is we put our system somewhere other than the bedrooms. We only oxygenate bedrooms because that's when you need it the most, when you're sleeping. And we put our system somewhere other than the bedroom, like a garage or a crawl space, and then we pipe the oxygen to the bedrooms. We don't want you to hear or see anything in these bedrooms, and hopefully we'll show you that. And so the system takes air in from outside, splits up the oxygen and the nitrogen. We send the nitrogen back out of the house and the oxygen to the bedrooms. And we increase the oxygen levels by about 30% to simulate an altitude that's close to sea level.
Okay, and then we just have something like a little panel where we can watch what's going on.
We do. We have a controller, and we're really the only company that has a controller with dual sensors, and the sensors monitor the oxygen saturation, the barometric pressure, and the CO2 in the room constantly, because you don't want to get too much oxygen in a room or you violate the National Fire Protection Code. But you want to make sure you're getting enough to actually get a physiological benefit from it.
Okay, what's the response been?
It's been very good. We have references from all around the world. We actually have systems in South America, China, Europe, but most of the ski towns and high mountain towns in the West, we have systems in all of them, and we have people that tell us all the time, I'm only able to stay here because of your system.
Yeah, definitely. And getting that good night's sleep, feeling good, attacking the mountain, going skiing or hiking or biking the next day is very important. Okay, if we want to learn more, what's the best source? Do you guys have a website for us?
We do. It's www.act-o2.com.
Okay, if you want to learn more, give them a call.
get out. Fire it up. Hook big ones. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Do you want locally grown mushrooms, microgreens, organic herbs, fruits, vegetables, honey, recipes, and more? Sign up for Knot Branch's CSA boxes now. Feel good about supporting local farmers while nourishing your family. Go to knotgardencenter.com and click CSA to sign up today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
You are watching Vail Valley Live. The topic just keeps going around. Now it was layers for the day, neon colors, bikinis and jams on the slopes. Duck season, rabbit season, short sleeve season. That sounds like a good idea for today too when you're out there. Remember your sunscreen when you're heading out there. You're going to find that with the mix of clouds. High temperatures today almost reaching the 60s, but in feels, it's going to be a hot one. It's going to be a gorgeous one. Bragging rights are allowed. Take your pictures, send them to us here at Vail Valley Live on Instagram. We'd love to see how you're enjoying this point of the season, this final Sunday in the month of March. Yep, that's where we are, the 27th of March is where we are. And I'm checking the calendar to see if this is also the final night skiing over at Keystone. If so, try to pencil that in. What kind of plans are you putting together for the day? It probably just got more grand. Looking at the movement over in Lions Head right now, 8:30 lifts open. You're seeing the gondola running, number 19 in the background. Born Free Chair 8 will fly as well. Look at the terrain, the conditions out there, that sunshine, the moguls, the groomers, you're going to find that. And if there's a specific groomer that you're looking for, notice the crawl at the bottom of the screen right there. Maybe your favorite run is groomed. I'm a fan of, let's see here, there's Spring Catwalk. Ooh, Practice Parkway. I enjoy that one. Born Free. Yep. Oh, yeah. There's a lot to choose from over at Vail today while enjoying the sunshine. Not just today, but tomorrow, too. As temperatures reprise in the similar conditions and weather as today, mid to upper 50s for the daytime, almost reaching the 60s. Overnight low temperatures or evening temperatures, the mid-30s. There it is, Tuesday, Wednesday. Foggy, afternoon chances of showers, precipitation, that rain-snow mix, that 1 to 3 inches they're calling for in the afternoon for that Wednesday. Love it. Thursday, looking at it right there, we're looking for partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 40s, and that wraps up March on Thursday. Friday, Day of Fools, April Fool's Day, Gaper Day. It's going to be a blast. So much to talk about already. And hopefully you have enough room on your couch for all these people coming over to enjoy the weekend with you. They're not going to go anywhere. They're going to party with us all weekend long because you can find live music to enjoy at Vail and at Beaver Creek for that. Just enjoying the point of the season and spring. There it is, Ramshorn, the Lower Avanti, Hunky Dory. These are some fun names. Get out and discover those today. Sure. We're going to head over to Beaver Creek where Sarah is. Sarah, I see the ice skating rink back there. I see some tents. Beaver Creek still has events that are family-friendly going on this point in the season, too. Buy some fun titles.
That's right, Ty. So the VPAC, people may not know, the beautiful Performing Arts Center here in Beaver Creek, just 535 seats, just incredible acoustics, a beautiful venue, is actually just below the ice rink. So you'll take the escalators down one level. They've still got a couple shows on tap for the season. The John Denver Tribute on the 30th, and then the Underwater Bubble Show. This one looks like a lot of fun. That's going to be the 1st of April, so I'm going to take my daughter to check that out. And then they've started to release their summer calendar, and so many great acts. Midland, I cannot wait for this one. A really incredible country act they're going to be performing this summer. Regina Spektor on the calendar, Bruce Hornsby, so many great names, and still more to come. So make sure as you're making those summer plans for festivals, getting out on the river, maybe some camping weekends, that you make sure to build in those VPAC dates. Shaky Grave should be a lot of fun. So check out ValarPAC.org for all of those summer events coming up.
I'm feeling encouraged. I love the idea that the shows are back at the Valar, concerts and things to do around Beaver Creek, just ramping back up all over again, which does mean making plans. We're going to see a lot of weddings going on. We're already seeing the proposals on the slopes. Man, I mean, people are just feeling really good these days, and the shows are back, and the Valar love their performances. And again, on Wednesday, we have the Ultimate John Denver by Ted Vigil performing. I hope I pronounced his last name right. Celebrating Colorado's quintessential songwriter. Have you caught his performance before?
I have not, but this one looks great. Of course, John Denver, such classic mountain music, so that one should be a really nice way to start to end the season. And I've just been so impressed. The Valar always gets great acts, but this winter season, it was just one big name after another. Summer, again. So make sure you check out this gym. Again, it's such a small venue. The acoustics are fantastic. Not a bad seat in the house. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to get one of those shows on your calendar and just enjoy it. It's so nice to have such an intimate venue right here in the Valley.
It really is, Sarah. I thank you very much. And I happen to have the magazine in my hands. You can find it around Beaver Creek, sharing with you some of the shows, all the shows lined up for the summer at the Valar, the VPAC. And my mind's just going crazy, wondering what the Underwater Bubble Show on Friday is going to be like. And yeah, get your tickets, ValarPAC.org, to check out all the performances still ahead. But right now, let's share with you a little Dine and Drink with Tricia Swenson.
We're going to cook up some avocado toast today. We have Christine Pierangeli with us. She's a certified master nutrition therapist. And this is pretty easy, only 3 ingredients, but it's whole foods. And that's what's so important in a healthy diet these days.
That's right. That's right. As a nutrition therapist, I'm always trying to get people to incorporate more whole foods, more complex carbohydrates, less refined carbohydrates, right? Because back to blood sugar balance, the more complex carbohydrates, fiber, healthy fats, and protein that we have in a recipe, the more even and stable our blood sugar is going to be.
And we're going to be happier throughout the day.
That's right.
Okay.
No hangries.
So no hangries here. Okay, so we've got some almond flour.
Almond flour, great source of all 3, fiber, healthy fats, and protein. So that's a great flour to use. And then an egg, lots of healthy fats, choline, good for the brain, and protein as well. And what we will add to that is some cauliflower rice that we've sauteed. And then I sauteed this in some avocado oil, a really great oil with a high smoking point. So take that off, combine it up.
And then we had a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper.
A little bit of garlic, little salt and pepper, get a little bit of flavor, and use the amount that makes sense to you. You're the one spicing your food up. And use what you like. So really simple, just have to combine these ingredients well. Gets a little pasty, that's completely fine.
Yeah, because you want it to bind together.
So
it can,
egg is your binder.
So it can support the avocado and the toppings
right.
we'll be putting on after that.
That's right. Okay. So you get to decide how you want them to look. If aesthetics are important to you,
all right, so we had the oven at 350. We had these in there for 10 to 12 minutes. We flipped them over for another 10 to 12. We're ready to go with the avocado topping.
That's right. So to add more healthy fats and some more veggies, you can top these with a little bit of avocado.
And then we've got some fun veggies here, whether you want to do a little cucumber action.
You could even do hard-boiled eggs.
Oh yeah, great idea.
Some colorful tomatoes to make a great appetizer or dinner, snack.
Okay.
Anything in between.
All right, well, if you want to find out more about healthy eating, profoundwellness.fit, or check out the recipe in the Vail Daily.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
We decided it's time to put a different kind of power tool in your hands. Store Mode in the Home Depot app gives you in-store tools made to help you get more done. To guide you every step of the way and explore products quickly with the scan. That way you get the top brands at the best prices without missing a beat. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app and see how doers get more done.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz. Thank you for tuning in with us every morning outside television, as well as watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. And we appreciate you chatting with us as well on YouTube and on Facebook during the show. And every once in a while, you submit some photos to us that we can talk about, you and your pets. And today we have a new little feature right here we're really excited about. And it's a video submission of a little 4-year-old named Miles Diaz. And Miles is 4. He shreds Vail Mountain. And he's 1/3 of the Coyote Boys as they enjoy their time out on the slopes, wherever it is that they take after, be it Vail or Beaver Creek Mountain. But this little 4-year-old really gets some air and really gets some speed and certainly having some fun. And this, as you can see, his video feature is found on Instagram. But, I mean, this little guy, this looks like Beaver Creek Mountain area over towards Broken Arrow and Arrowhead, hitting those glades, just having some fun, rocking out with that onesie. And in the video feature, if you were to follow Little Ripper _ Vail Valley, some of it's set to music, but the commentary that this little guy makes really, really pumps you up to say, you know what, that's it. If this guy can do it, I can do it too. I'm going to get out there and after it today. And we thank you very much, Little Ripper, Miles Diaz, for sending us your video this morning, sharing with us that we should get out and hit the slopes today. And thank you, Miles, for watching with your family this morning, Vail Valley Live, before you hit the slopes today. What we're going to do right now is head over to Cameron and see how things are shaping up. Cameron, what do you think of little Miles out there getting after it? I'm ready to go. How about you?
I'm so ready, Ty. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous out here. That little Ripper, he's got me pumped up, fired up for sure. But hey, Ty, you know, we've talked about the warm weather. I mean, you can see I'm squinting from the sunshine. Spring is here, summer is just around the corner, and that means the GoPro Mountain Games, really the start of summer for so many folks out here in Colorado, especially here in the Vail Valley, is back bigger than ever. They've got 6 full days of competitions this year. More than the last several years, it's just been 4. It starts there, you see right there, with the dual bike slaloms on Tuesday, June 7th, and it just continues. There's over 30 events in 10 different genres, so lots to get out and enjoy, both as a spectator and also as a competitor. And there's $130,000 plus in prize money and other prizes up for grabs. So lots to enjoy. Ty, I don't know about you, but I've started lightly training for their 20K trail run that's in celebration of the 20th anniversary of the games. I don't know. It's gonna be tough, but we'll do it.
It's an athletic time, and it can get people involved. I mean, we're looking at the pro athletes and those that are breaking into the sport at this elevation in this location. 72 days away, the GoPro Mountain Games and Gear Town. But bringing back the dock dogs, bringing back the shows like you're talking about, and the activity. And again, that is June 7th through the 12th. Don't miss out on this event. And so you're training for this. But what events are you a fan of other than what you're training for, to kind of maybe just give the diversity to others what to look forward to with this as it's making its way back to Vail?
Yeah, Ty, I mean, I'm super excited where I am right now. So for our viewers who may not recognize, just behind me is Pepe's Face. So the iconic Pepe's Face-Off race happens here. And that's athletes that are running up the hill. They do a lap around. They try to do as many laps as possible in half an hour. Brutal. Absolutely devastating on the quads, the glutes. Good times, though. Really fun to watch. But also in this area is the climbing wall. And so that'll be returning this year. And there's professional, so it's U.S. climbing, but also it's a national championship. But it's also, there's just citizens climbing waves. So you, me, anybody else who wants to do that, give it a go. We've got a couple competitions there. And you mentioned dock dogs. Definitely the fan favorite. Over in Lion's Head, they've got the Dog Town, is what it kind of really transforms into. Got Big Air, the dueling dogs, the canine wall, so much. And the Stoke is just, I mean, just talking about it, I'm really excited. And you mentioned as well, Ty, the music. Music is such a big part of the whole week, the whole weekend of the GoPro Mountain Games. And they've got 3 just amazing concerts over at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. Each night, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 headliners, and it's all general admission, $25 a ticket. Incredible shows, plus all of the amazing music that happens throughout the daytime here in Vail and Lion's Head. And then I can't not mention that Jam in the Van is coming. And for those of you who don't know who they are, check them out on YouTube. They've got about 500,000 subscribers, and they do some really crazy stuff with so many artists, big name artists in the music industry. And you definitely got to check that out. And they'll be here at the GoPro Mountain Games here in Vail in June.
The lineup of events are just extensive, and we're talking shows, we're talking competitions. Slacklining comes back, the return of the kayak competitions, the mountain bikes, and what's really cool about when the GoPro Mountain Games are in town, it really gives you the buzz to be athletic yourself in the biggest or smallest of way. You're longboarding through town, you're biking through town, you're biking to these events, you're running to these events, the dogs are out there, they've got their sponsorship, their bibs on. I mean, everything just looks really huge and big. And stay close to Vail Valley Live as we bring to you the coverage of the GoPro Mountain Games. And again, returning in just 72 days. That is June 7th through the 12th. And we will make sure that you are up to date on those things. We'll be right back after this. Rachel, what do you think? What do you want to do right now?
Library segment.
Oh, all right. So let's learn our way around the valley a little bit more. And Avon's changing too, kind of making guests more aware of some of the features and accents around town, like the Avon Library.
Here we are at the Avon Public Library. Tegan Davis joins us now. She is the Public Relations Librarian for the Eagle Valley Library District. And instead of talking books, we're talking arts and crafts. And they've got something for us to do and something for your kids to do too. And this is so great. Maybe you're taking a break from skiing. Maybe the kids are not in school in Eagle County this day. So
and you're looking for things to do and you're at home and you're like, we have a database called Creative Bug, and it's all about arts and crafts. It's taught by experienced crafters and professionals, so you can hop on, learn how to do it, and then you can try it out.
Okay,
so,
and you can do it at home.
You can do it at home, yes.
Okay.
You can access it at home with your library card. So if you have a library card, it's free.
All right, perfect. So we're gonna try this acrylic painting, and I feel like I'm gonna get messy. I'm getting paint over me already. But first, we watch the video.
Yep, watch the video, learn how it's done. I'm glad you're joining me on this adventure because I haven't done it either, so we'll give it a whirl.
And it looks pretty easy, and that's what's nice,
Yes.
is it's not gonna be too hard.
No. They have levels, so you can actually pick beginner, advanced, or expert. And so then you would get the craft pertaining to that level.
Okay. All right, we'll watch the video, and we can check this computer out too.
Yeah, so we have Chromebooks for checkout as well as Wi-Fi hotspots. So if that's something you're missing at your house, you can come to the library, check it out, and then you can craft.
Yeah, or your hotel or your condo, you can do this. All right, well, so we have mixed up our paint and that Mod Podge. I hope I didn't put too much in. And okay, so
I'm with you.
Oh, I'm gonna put the gloves on to kind of keep my fingers clean. And this is great for a lot of different ages too.
Oh yeah, and what's nice is again they have different levels of craft activities. So this is supposed to be beginner.
I love this pink. You got a lot of fun color paints too, so you can really get creative with it. You have a couple different libraries within your district.
Yes, we do. We have Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, and the actual Eagle teens did this for their teen night a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they actually did some Mod Podge and acrylic painting.
All right, I'm not gonna go too far to the edge.
I know.
I feel like I'm gonna spill it off here.
And we always have our little tin down there to catch.
There we go.
To catch the spills.
Catch the spills. Wow, my orange is not looking as cool as I thought.
Oh, but your pink. Well, no, now it's getting.
Okay, wow, that's kind of neat. Yeah, so you just swirl it around. Oh, I like yours. I love that yellow.
Yeah, the yellow really popped on that one. But yeah, I think your pink and orange is coming together really nice.
Okay. Cool. So this is really neat that this Creative Bug is the name of the program, that if you have the library card, you can use it for free. And then, of course, we're going to let these dry.
Yes.
And it takes a while for acrylic to dry.
It does.
So that's the case. You come back later. But here are some finished products. These look really cool. Some of the teens did these.
Yeah, so that's the teens. And
Okay.
I'm glad I put a tablecloth on.
And then a few of the other projects that they do. Tell us about
So we
this.
have some after-school programs for kids. So this is part of our Fiber Friend program. So they're playing with all different fibers, and so this was the nail string design.
Oh, fun. Little hat, little moon.
Yeah,
Crescent
little
moon.
moon. And then we do, for Christmas holidays, we always partner with Dewey Dabbles, and we do some acrylic painting on pottery, and then they glaze it and they can come pick it up. And we're teaching kids in Fiber Friends how to knit. And then we have more science-based programs done in Eagle. We have Genius Hours, and then we have Fun Fridays at the Gypsum Public Library for after-school kids. They just come into the library, different activity, different program every Friday, and keep them entertained.
Okay, Eagle Valley Library District, so much more than books. Make sure you check it out, evld.org. Thanks for the fun today.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Appreciate it.
You're watching Vail Valley Live, and again, we appreciate your interacting with us, and that's where this segment begins. Ken Hovey, coming out of nowhere, blast from the past. I haven't seen Ken in like a month or two, and I understand that he's over at Vail, not too far from where Cameron is. And Ken Hovey, what's good, man? Oh, you're in Lion's Head.
Oh, maybe he's not ready. Let's go
All
to
right.
Cameron.
Well, that was the view from where Ken Hovey is over in Lion's Head. And as you can see, the activity, 8:30, lifts open 2 minutes away. And good crowd out there for the start of the morning, and some loud colors, too. Look at the bigger crowd over at Vail Village. Why do you suppose everyone is over there versus the crowd over at Lion's Head at the start of the morning, Cameron? What's directing everyone to Vail Village? What do you think?
Yeah, so Ty, it's actually not that busy right
Okay.
now. I'm going to step out of the frame real quick so our viewers can see the full maze.
Oh,
But
okay.
It's only about 3 deep. I don't know what you call it, 3 rows deep, if you will.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. People are chill this morning. It's gonna be a beautiful day out on the hill. I know one thing I do want to say, Ty, before I know we've kind of talked about summertime and it's getting warmer, but we're not wishing winter away. And there's one thing, if you're out today in Vail, you really should do, and that's go have lunch with the ski patrollers and the avalanche dogs. That's at Henry's Hut up at the top of Chair 4 and Chair 11 from 10:30 to 11:30 this morning. So if you're out and about, definitely check that out. Today's the last day they're doing it for the season.
Oh, yeah, that's important to note as well. And it's been fun catching up with the Avalanche Dogs and Ski Patrol for this opportunity on Sundays. Today's the last one for that. Again, the top of Chair 4 and Chair 11. So that would be, let's see, Chair 11. That's the Northwoods chair. I'm trying to remember the name of the Chair 4 chair. It's been a while since I've been over at Vail. But as far as new things are concerned, now that you reminded me, Cameron, the little chicken house sandwich place over there at Vail. Chicken Coop, what was it called? Have you had the chicken sandwich yet?
That's right, Ty. I haven't had it just yet. I've gone by it a number of times, and that's the Chicken Coop restaurant at the bottom of Chair 2. It smells really good, but it's I've just been doing laps on Avanti. I haven't stopped in for lunch just yet.
So what Cameron's saying is he doesn't eat food at all. Okay, thank you very much, Cameron. We're going to go over to where Sarah is in Beaver Creek and see how things are shaping up over there. 9 o'clock, let's open. And the work that the staff's put into building that maze, perfection.
Absolutely. And this corduroy looks so perfect today. We're going to pan around. You can check out the groomer here. We're on Centennial, the base of the Powder 8 deck. Just absolutely gorgeous groomers today to enjoy. It's starting to soften up. The sun is out. It's warming up over here, and it's going to be a fabulous day on the slopes here in Beaver Creek.
It's going to be a wonderful day out there in the sun today, a mixture of clouds, high temperatures. Thank you very much, Sarah, over in Beaver Creek this morning. 9 o'clock lifts open. We're looking for the mid to upper 50s, 60s in feels. Neon colors, wonderful time. Sunday fun day. Live music over in Beaver Creek area by Broken Arrow. Chairlift number 17 if you want to catch that between 2 and 5. Plenty to do while you're out there today, but certainly get out there and be safe and enjoy yourself. We'll catch you here tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. for more Vail Valley Live, but we thank you for tuning in with us today. We'll see you tomorrow.